Hi, everyone. It's Monique
And Alan,
with
we're back in
HOTT
our work
Homes.
clothes.
Oh, yeah, back in our work clothes.
Yes, with that homes.
So I just got a new outfit on
Yep.
making the cut. I actually ordered this on Amazon. Very cool. But I love to feel like maybe I'm a little bit more chic than I really am. But but that was kind of a fun package that I got yesterday. My little delivery. But anyway, so we are talking about real estate today. We're talking about what the market's doing. I don't think it's quite as crazy as it's been.
No, I think it's coming down from what it was last year for buyers. It
Yeah.
was really crazy last year trying to buy a home.
It was nuts. I think there's only one buyer that we had a difficult time buying for, and they were out in Pasadena buying. But everybody here in more of the Inland Empire, we had no problems finding them homes. I think we had some right at sales price, or even sometimes a little under, not much under, but we did our homework and we were able to find really good homes for our clients, and that made a lot of people very happy. So I do think that, so this is a question, Alan. So if you were to predict what the market's going to do here until maybe the end of the first quarter, so that'd be like the end of March, what do you think it's going to be doing?
I think we're already, I'm seeing it with buyers that it's slowing down. Prices are not necessarily coming down that their homes are being listed for, but the amount of over the asking price is coming down.
Yeah, the craziness.
I'm starting to see it a lot closer to asking price, and have even put in some offers at asking or a little over and getting closing costs back.
Yeah, so that's another thing, is we're seeing that we're being able to ask for closing costs again for some of our first time home buyers who need every piece of their savings in order to be able to purchase a home. We're seeing that sellers are actually giving some closing costs, which is fantastic. We are also seeing that the craziness of finding homes for our buyers is not as crazy anymore. So like before, well, this is what we do is we do a lot of research ahead of time. So if I'm working with say buyer A, and buyer A tells me everything that they're wanting in a home, and I go ahead and look for it, I'm putting in offers, and then I start doing research. Like I talk to the listing agent, I run my comps, and I'm finding that the offer that I have to put in order to get the home is actually at market value. It's not $100,000 more, $200,000 more like it was. But this is here in the Inland Empire. We are definitely seeing a shift. Wasn't it? We have a buyer in the Inland Empire. You wrote 5 offers and 4 were accepted. So we also go ahead.
Pick up homes, really. They could choose which one they wanted to go with that.
Yeah, and then also we closed in another home. We had 2 accepted offers, and our buyers were able to choose between 2 different offers. So that's happened a couple times this past year to us. And so I think we might be doing something right in the way that we present our offers, which is fantastic. So my prediction is between now and March, I don't think a ton is going to change in our interest rates. I don't think we're going to see a major shift. This is my prediction. Not a major shift. I think that we're going to see the competition for homes is going to level out. So we're not going to see 100 people. I don't know, really, it's been like 20 people, overbidding and trying to get homes. We're going to see maybe single digits bidding for homes, and will be our competition. And I think towards the second quarter, I think that I would predict that the interest rate is going to start going up.
Yeah, we'll see what we're that.
I read an article, and basically the economists and all the people that know a lot about the interest rate, who I follow, they're saying that the interest rate is going to go up probably a whole percentage point by the end of 2022. Wow. So I think that makes sense because we're looking at the inflation. Yeah. I go to the grocery store.
Costs are up.
We went to Costco. That shopping trip was way too expensive.
Yeah, we don't usually spend that much on shopping.
No.
So prices
never.
up.
Hundreds more.
Which
than
makes
we
sense. The
typically do.
interest rates will go up if we're seeing prices everywhere else go up. Which right now, like you were saying with the single digit buyers, our last buyer who is closing on the 24th of this month, there was 2 offers on the home, and the home they're getting the home for appraised value. So they're not having to come in with extra cash like they were last year.
And that's in Redlands. That was in Redlands, which is a desirable area. But we saw the same Pomona. We were able, I've seen it in Pomona, Chino.
We're starting to see a change.
But I haven't put any offers in Pasadena lately, but that one is where we saw a problem. We'll probably be looking at the Pasadena area in the next few weeks. But right now, that's the only place that, as you go closer to LA, the prices are getting a little more competitive.
Still competitive over that way, but less competitive over here, which I think will carry over that direction.
Mm-hmm. So we wanted to share with you, if you are ready to buy right now, there are 6 things that you need to know before you buy. So for people who've been seasoned, you know that you need to find out where your money's coming from, right? So you need to meet with a lender and you need to get pre-approved. So why do you need to get pre-approved?
Well, you need to know how much you can afford. So when you're looking at houses, you're not looking at houses that are overpriced.
Yeah.
For you.
So another really good thing to think about is a lot of people in like 2006, 2004 to 2008, the lenders were telling them how much they could qualify for. Now, what you can qualify for and what you can afford are two different things. So I always recommend that you take out your spreadsheet and you write down everything that you owe each month and you find out how much you have left over for your mortgage payment. And that includes like going to the movies and going to amusement parks and going to the museums and things like that, so that you're never house poor. So once you know what that number is, what you can afford, that's what you take to a lender to say, this is how much I can pay out each month. That's all I have for HOA, for taxes, for all those things. How much can I afford? What kind of loan can I get? So we need that pre-approval letter, and that's how you know what you can afford each month. So we get pre-approved. 2 is we know what kind of dollar amount we're comfortable with. And 3 is you should be thinking about your long-term goals. I have my goals, my 6 things written over here, so I'm reading, so excuse me. So you should be thinking about your long-term goals and expected situation to determine the type of mortgage that best suits you. So there are a number of questions you should be asking yourself before you commit to a certain type of mortgage. How long do you think you'll own the home? What direction are the interest rates going in and how quickly? Is your income expected to change up or down? Let's see, in the near term, or, how much can you afford to pay on your mortgage? The answers to these questions and other questions will help you determine the most appropriate mortgage you should be seeking. So you would need to be asking these hard questions to you and whoever you're buying the home with, if it's by yourself or with your spouse or partner or whoever. Those are really important questions to be asking. That is how you stay out of being house poor.
Yeah, you never want to be house poor. You don't want to worry about losing your house because you took on too much.
Yeah, there was a time where I would base my how much I can afford based on one income, and that's what we would buy. Because what if someone lost a job, and and that actually happened to me. I ended up, we based it on one income. The person who was the primary breadwinner, who made the most, maybe he wasn't the primary breadwinner, but anyways, he made the most, and unfortunately got really sick. And then I had to go back to work and be able to pay it. But it was really, really difficult because I wasn't going to make as much money as he was making. So maybe take an average of the 2 incomes and then base it on that.
Yeah. Something that gives you a cushion. So there's still a cushion.
Yeah.
Something happens.
Yeah. Of course, what happened to me is probably not going to talk to most people, but it could. Yeah. Be always prepared for the worst.
Years, we've seen a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So then the fourth one, make sure you understand what prepayment privileges and payment frequency options are available to you. So what does that mean? So understanding how you can shave off some of your payments. So can you pay bi-weekly? Can you pay weekly? Are there ways to kind of reduce the amount of the total loan? Are there any ways to kind of bring down that amount that you actually owe back down? Because remember, you have the interest, but if you can pay at different frequencies, that actually lowers the amount.
It lowers it faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could pay it in like 15 years versus 30. So what do you always say about if you pay like one extra?
Oh, they say if you pay one extra payment a year, it knocks off like 5 years off your loan.
That's pretty
over
nice.
the life of the loan.
I like that. So 5, ask if your mortgage is both portable and or assumable. Okay, so what does that mean? A portable mortgage, where available, is one that you can carry with you when you buy your next home and avoid paying any discharge penalties. This means that you will not have to go through the entire mortgage process again unless you're making a move to a much more expensive home. An assumable loan is one that the buyer for your home can take over when you move to your next home. And this can be a very powerful tool at the negotiation table, making it much easier and more desirable for a buyer to buy your home, and again, saves you any discharge penalties. So typically right now, there's a few ways to take a loan. It's a conventional FHA. You have VA loans. You have, we haven't really been working very much with assumable loans where you can the buyer can take over. Right now, what I tend to see in the market is that you end up getting a whole new loan. And right now, I have to tell you, the lending industry is always, they've changed a ton.
Yeah.
But they're going to pre-qualify you again and again and again to make sure that you can afford that loan. And they make it pretty easy. Like, we have some really great mortgage experts on our team and our HOTT Homes family that we like to use, and we trust them. And so we typically go with them. We're currently looking to buy a home.
Yeah. So we're going through the process that you as a buyer will go through. The same thing, making sure we can afford the home, making sure we have the money to bring the payments to where we want them.
We're looking at possibly refinancing a home. But we are going to our lender and we're going to speak with them to find out what's the least expensive way to purchase the home, because we may assume that loan. And so there are things that we will be asking our lenders to make sure that we can do it in the least expensive way, right? I mean, I don't want to spend more money than I need to.
No, exactly. And we're not lenders, so we don't know everything that lenders do. We understand the process. But to meet with a lender is the best way for you to find out exactly how the process works.
Yeah. And if you want our list, just let us know. We will share our list with you. But these are lenders that we absolutely 100% trust with our own finances and our own real estate portfolio. And they help us to make sure that we're able to meet our kind of our retirement goals.
Pretty much.
Yeah. We think of our real estate portfolio as our retirement plan. So, if you have questions about how we do that, just let us know.
Love to sit down
we'll share with
Sure.
you. Okay, so number 6, you should seriously consider dealing with a mortgage expert, which is kind of what we've just been saying. Consider dealing only with a professional who specializes in mortgages. Enlisting their services can make a significant difference in the cost and effectiveness of the mortgage you obtain. For example, they can make the process faster, thereby avoiding cost delays. Typically, there's no cost or obligation to inquire. Yet nobody knows that. Like, people, like, their credit scores are bad and they don't know how to get them hired. Well, guess what? Your lender will be able to tell you how to do it.
It's free information.
It's completely free.
Because the lender doesn't get paid unless you actually buy a house, and then that's a whole different process. But you don't pay the lender.
Yeah.
That process.
So there are, like, upfront. Well, let's clarify. You can ask a lender for advice anytime you want. So if you have a credit score that needs assistance and you're not quite sure what you should pay off, what you should leave, they'll help you, because guess what? If they help you, don't you think you're going to actually use them in the future? Of course. It's just like with us, we're here to help you. our services are free to you. Like our information is free to you. We hope that in the future you choose to select our services, but we offer this because honestly, we just want people to have a beautiful home. So if you are trying to determine what your best best mortgage options are, then consult a lender. They're not going to charge you for their time. It's not like a lawyer where they start, tick, 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 tick.
Pick up the phone, they start charging. No, they're charging.
No. So don't think that you need to be in this madness by yourself. It's extremely confusing. And this is what they do for a living. They set up people so that they can borrow money to buy a home. That's what their job is. So they know how to guide you so that they will hopefully win your trust and your business in the future. So please let us know if you'd like that list. And I think that's it. Do you have anything else?
If there's anything we can do for you, let us know that also.
Yeah.
We'd love to sit down and give you the information to help you, even if you feel like it's a long-term process. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, we are here to help you. Even if it's you just want to maybe do a housing consult, we'll help you to determine if now's the right time or later, or if maybe your first home needs to be a rental property that is a positive cash flow investment for you, but maybe that's the way you're going to build your equity to buy your first dream home. So we're here to help you brainstorm the best options for you, and there's never any pressure to buy or anything like that. So if you do need our help, our phone number is 909-296-6668. Again, that's 909-296-6668. Have a wonderful day and have a great week. We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.